Hey, what's going on, everyone? Indy here with Ultimate Tour Reviews, and yes, we have another mini chainsaw review here for you today. We've got InoK, InoKraft. I think InoKraft. I think that's how you say it. So they sent me one of their latest chainsaws. They said that it is, something different. So I don't know what that means exactly. Whenever I get these products in, I like to just, go in completely blind and see what's in the box, and we'll go from there. So we got to get this thing cut open here. There is a little safety seal right there. Let's get that cut. There we go. And get this thing popped open. So definitely a bit fancier of a box and packaging than I have seen from pretty much any other brands here. What do we got here? Stay safe, cut neat, keep both hands on the beat. That's actually pretty snappy there. I kind of like that. What do we got in here? What is this? Operate with one hand. Cool. We get some stuff here. Just talking about their social media. User manual is right here. Actually, nice laminated. A little bit of here's what you need. There's a holster. Cutting, charging, excellent. This looks to me like this looks very familiar, like the steel little one-handed chainsaw here, one little pruning saw. Kind of reminds me of that one. Let's see here. It looks pretty standard. I don't see anything unusual here. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Is this a cork handle? No, this is awesome. I have never seen like what would you call this? Like a kind of like a fancier chainsaw. That's pretty neat. Oh, this thing is pretty sweet. Wow. This is the most stylish chainsaw I've ever seen to date. I mean, wow, that's pretty wild here. Yeah, it looks kind of like the Bosch, kind of the Bosch steel chainsaws a little bit here, what I kind of compare it to. I've never seen a cork handle on a power tool before. I mean, if you guys have, let me know in the comments. Love to see if you've actually seen one. Let's check out the battery here. This is definitely quality stuff here. We have a nice bit of, it's like a nice soft grippy material in here, like a rubberized material on there. That's pretty cool. Of course, we need to charge up the battery first. I wish the chargers were a bit nicer, labeled with the brand name on it. No, that's on there. There you go on the sticker, InoKraft. Okay, that's cool. So it is on there. Let's get this thing plugged in and, of course, get that battery charged up. All right, just like that. We are charging now. I was about to say, my next thing I was going to say was, hope there was 2 batteries. There is. Sweet. Let's see. We've got the little kind of holster. Calling it a holster, but it's really a shoulder strap here. That's what this thing really is. And yes, right in the manual, here is how you can use that strap. So you can do the over-the-shoulder thing, or you can do more of like a waistband strap there. So that's pretty cool what you can do with that. And of course, these things will actually allow you to clip into the strap. That's actually what they're for. That's a great design, honestly, for the holster is what they're calling it. Kind of an interesting design there with, if you want to carry the chainsaw with you, you're walking long distances, maybe you got a big yard like I do, and of course you got to carry the chainsaw, quite a far distance. That's actually a great way to do it with the holster there. I will say, let's talk about this blade cover here for a second. What is going on with this thing? I mean, I will like it. It is, it's big, and I'm guessing, where does this go? Something to hold it on. I don't know. I guess I can check out the instructions on that one, where exactly that would go. But, very simple. Couple of things I do want to add to this is that there is an oiler system on here. Awesome. A lot of the cheaper ones you're going to find, they don't have an oiler system. That's kind of one of the big things, like to say, that when you have a chainsaw and you want to kind of tell, is this a good one, bad one? Is there an oiler system on the chainsaw? If the answer is no, I mean, it might still be somewhat of a good one, but for the most part, you can kind of tell a quality chainsaw from a non-quality one by oiler system or not. The second thing you can check out is there a blade guard? And does the blade guard move? Yes, that's kind of the second thing you can check out. Is there any extra chains or bars in here? Doesn't look like it. One thing I was kind of hoping to have is some type of hard case, but there is none. Not a big deal. That's kind of one of the things I like to have. These are the type of tools that you're not going to use, you're not going to use it every single week, all day of the year. Of course, you're not going to do that. But having a nice hard case for this would be awesome. You can put it away. It's going to be oily. It's going to be dirty. It kind of keeps all the mess contained in some type of case. So would like to see a hard case for this. That would be a nice little thing. Trying to see here. There's no way this thing is like, it doesn't reverse. I highly doubt that. Claiming 12-volt brushless. You don't see a lot of 12-volt chainsaws. Milwaukee's got one. I'm pretty sure the steel one is 12-volt as well too. I've not used a steel one, but I've heard some good stuff about it. Seen on other reviews. I just haven't ever checked it out myself. So I'm kind of mentioning it that I've seen it, but I haven't, seen it in person there. Max cutting diameter 4 inches. Chain speed is 8 meters a second. So here's your type of chain you need. Here's your chain bar. Oil tank is 40 milliliters, so pretty small. It's kind of what you'd expect from this. My opinion here on it's pretty heavy forward without a battery. Let me throw a battery in here. It does definitely balance it out quite a bit, but still pretty top heavy, I will say. This thing is, bump the camera there. This thing is kind of getting me here. What is this like shark fin thing here for? I mean, yeah, it's a grip. I wish the grip was more, forward up here. It'd be nice to have something more forward. But yeah, this is like the wildest design that I have seen here. Let's see, I'm assuming this battery is dead. I don't want to run it until I actually get some oil in it. I treat chainsaws just like a car. So let's get some oil in this thing and get this battery charged up, and I'll be back in just a minute. And InoKraft really said that they are focusing on safety for this little chainsaw here. So they've got a full guard on the cover here, meaning that the entire chainsaw is covered, and it doesn't just kind of come off. It actually has a specific way to come off, of course, keeping it safe. Where this thing, falls around, maybe, a child gets too close to it. You don't want them, of course, touching the blade. Even though there is no battery in here, the blade, of course, is still sharp. One other thing they did too was they have a low kickback chain. You can't say no kickback chain, that doesn't exist. Any chain will get kickback, but having a low kickback chain will make a difference, especially for more beginner users to a chainsaw. And of course, this chain, it has that, kind of one of the things that make a low kickback chain are going to be a less aggressive teeth pattern. The teeth pattern on this chain is pretty mild. But as we'll get to in just a second, you can definitely see that it does have some decent speed cutting through things. And of course, the guard on here is very well designed. It goes all the way up to the tip here. So of course, they don't want you to, put that tip into something and try to cut from that. That's how you get kickback. But it's going to be a full guard on this. And of course, this thing does have a nice, pretty strong spring in this one. Probably like one of the strongest springs I've tested with a lot of these chainsaws. Most of these are just, they flip up with no problem. This one definitely has a bit more of a strong string on that one. Also, too, they have the safety switch, so that means you have to make 2 actions to obviously start it. So you have to push it down, you pull the trigger, there you go, that's how you start it. And of course, that brushless motor, that eliminates sparks, and of course, that helps prevent, any type of, fire or fumes catching fire, of course. So they're really focusing on safety with this chainsaw. That's going to be the biggest thing that they're trying to do. You may be wondering, hey, there is no chain brake. Well, of course, on a lot of these smaller chainsaws, there's really no reason for one. If you're getting a kickback, you of course got your guard here that's going to prevent, if this does kick back, it's not really going to do anything because the chain can't hit you anyways. And of course, having a chain brake on these small ones, again, it's not really going to do a whole lot because it's such a small little chain. It's really just something else to brake on these chainsaws that won't provide a lot of protection. But they are really focusing on safety overall, and of course, that's what they did a lot of this design. They're telling me that their goal kind of is not just a label. They're talking about really doing a whole amount of safety stuff here, and that is what their big goal is safety. Okay, got a battery charged up. We got oil in there. I've heard some people like to say they like to put a little bit of oil on there initially. That's always kind of a good thing to do. So I'm going to throw a little bit of 3-in-1 on there quick, get some oil on that blade. Let's see how this thing runs. I mean, it sounds like it's got some get up and go to it. Here's your battery monitor on the side. We've got 3 bars there. That's awesome. I'm still kind of deciding on this grip here. It's interesting, that cork grip. Definitely kind of cool. But guys, let's go outside and test the cutting speed of this thing. That's what really matters. But before I do that, I want to mention we have actual metal bucking spikes on here. That is the first, I think that's the first I've seen of metal bucking spikes on one of these pruning saws. So that's pretty cool. Let's get this thing outside, test how this thing works. All right, so I got just a piece of 4x1 here. Something always good to test out with, a little mini chainsaw here. Keeps the testing, accurate. And let's see how this thing feels. I've done a ton of these chainsaws. Ooh, actually, check this out. We do need to adjust around the chainsaw. You could see me on camera. Couple of quick runs. We're already getting that chain loosened up there, so we need to get that chain tightened up here before we continue. Let's see how easy that is to tighten the chain up. I like to always take the battery out first. Let's see here. I'm assuming this is going to be, if I unscrew that, that's going to give me, get the bar and chain out. And let's loosen this up a little bit here so I can tighten that chain down. That was super quick. Okay, let's get this thing tightened back down. There we go. Perfect. That's super easy. That's what you want to see on these little mini chainsaws. I like to see a super easy design. All right, let's check this thing out cutting. All right, let's give this thing a shot here. Oh, wow. This is like one of the smoothest ones I've used. It's got speed and torque. Definitely, that's nice to have. A lot of the other chainsaws I test, you have a lot of speed, a little torque. You push it a little too hard, stalls out super quick. Other ones that are really low speed but high torque, they just jump all over the place. Not super safe. This thing, pretty nice. It's got a nice balance of both. Let's try this again. Wow, that is awesome. Oh man, I'm probably gonna have to declare this one as probably one of the best ones I have used to date. Yeah, I wish it was 18 volts where I could use like Makita batteries with it. Not a big deal. It's 12-volt batteries, and I mean, are these M12 batteries? They look similar. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure where to get replacement batteries, but if I find out, I'll put a comment below. But yeah, this thing is sweet. Super smooth, plenty of torque. That cork grip is really nice too. That's pretty impressive. Honestly, cut time, definitely far above the rest I've tested here. Very smooth, like that blade. Blade guard works nice. Metal bucking spikes. We've got a actual oil reservoir too. It's a brushless, you can tell. Pretty easy. There's no sparks in there. That's always one way to tell. If you're wondering, yeah, I have tested brands in the past that claimed brushless. I'm seeing sparks in there. I'm like, nope, not doing this video, guys. You guys are lying about specs like that. I'm not going to do the video, guys. Sorry. But no, these guys are actually a brushless motor in here. We've actually got, a battery indicator that works. I like the overall, your chain tensioner bar here. Super easy to use. Yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. This is like the Cadillac of mini chainsaws. Honestly, that is awesome. Definitely recommend this thing, guys. I'll put a link in the description. You want to check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there and take care.